Welcome back to Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about how big or how large your steps should be. We're going to use the context of wedding dances and use those, but how big should my steps be in some of these dances? So, for example, we're going to use like Foxy, our wedding style Viennese waltz, maybe even rumba. And how we're going to equate the step size is we're going to equate it to how big our frame is. So, we're going to make a general rule that the width of our elbows is the size of our step that we should take. So if we're looking for why we're using wedding dances, is wedding is typically more casual of a dance, right? So we have a much more dropped frame, much more casual frame, where if we do a lot of the traditional ballroom dances, everything's a bit more formal and bigger, right? So at a wedding dance or when you're just dancing casually in general, if my elbows are down and my frame is very narrow, then that's kind of the step size that I have. If I were to measure from her elbow to elbow more or less, that is the size of my step as I go walk around. Any smaller than that, the step is probably too small and it's too difficult to lead and follow because I'm not really clear about the direction I'm traveling in. If this is my step size, this is really comfortable, she's clear in my directions. If I make it any smaller than that, she's not really sure where I'm walking and everything got too small and very unclear, especially for my follower. So now if my step size is so much larger than my frame is, also feels kind of funny because we're not really as engaged and it just looks out of sorts and uneven more or less, right? But if I were to pick up my frame and take bigger steps, it doesn't look so strange anymore because it's all proportionate to how formal or how much energy our frame is giving, right? So now if I were to measure her elbow to, or both of our elbow to elbow, let's say we do our wedding style Viennese waltz, we can take bigger steps here with this more formal of a frame, because also it would look funny if we were looking for a formal frame and then took really small steps. It would also look disproportionate and out of place. So we're matching our width of our elbows with our step size, whether that's big or small, now has a much more natural look to it, no matter which direction you want to go in with your wedding dance.
Yes, so that is great tips. And also we do have a whole wedding dance position video if you're unfamiliar of how to even connect to your partner. I would suggest watching that as well because that'll help you with this and keeping connection as well. And that being said, so we do have some different styles of wedding dances. The rumba, I wouldn't suggest taking big steps. That's just one thing. The foxy and the V-waltz and the waltz, since they're all little like more traveling, traditional smooth dances, where the rumba is actually a Latin style dance originally, even though it's danced to many different kinds of music. Just the rhythm and the way it moves would feel better with a more compact frame. Whether it's picked up or not, we don't want to make those steps too big. Other than that, the other three totally you can choose for sure. All right, guys, thanks so much for sticking to the end. If you're unfamiliar, we do have a website, ballroomfeed.com, so go there and check it out. We have tons more content for you. How to dance at your wedding, how to dance at a party, and much more. So go ahead and check that out. Like and subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, and we'll see you guys very soon. Bye.